Hey, how's it going, bros? Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a great time. If you enjoy the video, drop a like and or subscribe if you feel so inclined. But thank you for watching, and without further delay, let's get into the video. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Albuquerque's resident troll living under a bridge, TophiaChu. Now you may think, wow, calling her a troll? This guy's kind of rude. And yeah, maybe she's not a troll. She's something more of a Snorlax, but, you know, the reason I call her Snorlax is because she's currently homeless and residing at a homeless shelter. You know, she's kind of like how when you find him, he's sleeping on that bridge. You know, he doesn't want to be bothered, and the only thing that'll wake him up is the sweet sound of the Poke Flute. But in TophiaChu's case, it's the sweet smell of fast food and the allure of doing TikTok lives. Even though she has the privilege of living in a homeless shelter, which is something a majority of homeless people would jump at the opportunity for. Now, I've known of To for a while now, even before she was homeless, but this will be the first time I've ever spoken about her on this channel. Even back then, when she had a home, she was wild, exposing her Asian teen fetishes to the world, filming cringy TikToks.
Okay, baby, I'm going out now.
Okay,
right,
Joey.
I love you. Did I just say that? Sorry, I didn't mean that. No, I mean, I did mean it, but it's just...
Baby,
it just,
relax, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I love you too.
What? Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, that's good. Alright, we'll have to go catch my bus, but... I love you, bye.
Enjoy.
Throwing cats around.
Ow! Get down! Ouch!
But this is all jokes. Before her brother was tragically shot and killed by a man who hijacked their car while they were sleeping. Her mother was also injured in this incident, and it left Tophia with severe mental trauma, or so she claims.
I'm always gonna have PTSD just because, you know, the situation of what happened in the car. I have to put that aside to make sure that my mom has transportation to get around, because it is going to be very hot and my mom has asthma.
Now, this is an absolutely tragic event. I won't sugarcoat it, nor will I try to make any jokes that may go, you know, towards this event. It was an absolutely messed up event, but we'll get into it later on. Ever since her brother passed, and this was about a year now, she has been living at this shelter, and ever since then, she has not gotten a job. She has started multiple GoFundMes, and not a single dime has gone to burying her brother. I don't really like being hard on Lolcows if they're not really hurting anyone, if they're not a predator or anything, but Tophia has taken her aspirations for internet success too far. Someone on the internet has come out to claim that she was offered a place to live by her uncle on one condition: she had to stop streaming. She declined this offer, and a little while later, her brother was shot and killed.
Literally, okay, so my mom did want to stay with him when we were in the car. And my brother did too, and I was like, no, why? So he could find some reason and say, get out. Like, it's not happening.
Her mother is an elderly woman who has had a sickening cough for as long as I've seen her on camera. And she had to have been gravely wounded by that bullet.
No.
I'm not saying that this is all Tophia's fault, but at the same time, she refused to work and will not stop streaming to even support her family or put them in a position of safety. On top of this, she comes on most of her streams flexing her new stuff or how she wishes she could buy this or that. Now, I know Tophia isn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but she is pretty aware of what's going on around her. Enough of my rambling, let's get into the video.
It took me forever to try to start this live because the green screen would not come up, bro. My house, I wish I had a house like this, bro. It's nice for you. Where you at? I need a vacation or something. Just go.
How is she gonna say she needs a vacation? She doesn't do anything. There was a period of time where she laid on the couch in the common room of her shelter for like months, just streaming, watching TV, blasting music, and you know, this isn't like she was doing this all day. This is something she would do all day.
I am so mad because, well, I'm kind of mad. I have a stupid curfew, right? And even with the curfew, I didn't even know.
No, Tophia, it's not a stupid curfew. It's a safety net to ensure you remain responsible. They can't have people coming in all through the night. People work, something you wouldn't know about. The way she says this is like, it's like a teenager being mad about their own curfew. Like, oh, my stupid parents and their stupid curfew. Ugh, I hate it.
Because All American Rejects had a pop-up concert free and I couldn't go. Bruh. I saw everywhere. They were like, oh, they had a pop-up concert here in Albuquerque in the South Valley. I'm like, bruh, that would be nice to know. Hold on, wait, sorry. People that I like, your life is a vacation. If my life was a vacation, I would enjoy it. I'm not enjoying it, so it's not a vacation. What is it?
It seems like she has to be at every event in Albuquerque. Like, she tries to go to every Comic-Con. She wants to go to this pop-up. She goes to all the parades, you know. She even says she wants to go to another convention later on. But she'll go to any event except for a job fair, which is kind of crazy to me.
Have to do anything. You're exactly my type. Random. My mom's doing good. The hantavirus has been around for, guys, the hantavirus has been around for years. It's traveled by through mice poop, but this is a new variant. So apparently it's a new variant. They're trying to say that it's not as bad as COVID. Don't believe them, because you'd be a fool to be one of those people that passed away from COVID because they refuse to wear a mask. And I'm not talking badly about people that pass, the ones that refuse to wear a mask and believe Trump. So you just gotta be careful. Don't believe. Be careful. They're trying to tell you it's not as bad as it is, and then people are gonna start dropping like flies, and then they're gonna do something. Wear a mask. Be careful. Thank you for the vote. What do I know about the hantavirus? Because my mom always told me never be careful with mice poop because you could get hantavirus. We lived in the west side in the desert where we had mice. So yes, but this one is a new variant and it's not good. People are passing away. The government's not taking it seriously. And then when large amounts of people die, thank you for joining my...
That rose she gets gifted sidetracks her and she stops talking about the boat plague, which is probably a good thing because hearing Tophia talk about social problems, you know, really messes with my brain, really melts it.
I miss an apartment and I'm working on that, so, and I need to work on businesses, guys. I need to start my stuff. It's never too late to be what you might have been, and I forgot who said that. Wasn't it Gandhi or something like that? I can't remember. But comments are flying. I can't really see anything. Oh, thank you for the popular. You're going to be popular. I'm misinformed. Whatever. Don't take it seriously, I guess. Nothing yourself. Why? Delicious. Have I ever bought clothes on Depop? No, but I wanted to. Depop overpriced their vintage clothes. I really want to go to this vintage convention thing.
You know, that's what I mean. Another convention she wants to go to. And guys, there's nothing wrong with going to conventions, but if you and your mother are living out of a shelter and your brother is dead and not buried, why are you doing that? What are you doing? You know, such boldness.
What kind of a question is that? I'm always eating. It's a sucker. It's a Jolly Rancher. And possibly, I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me, that's where I'll go. I'm just kidding. I never know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Just listening to music, yacht rock radio. If you're asking whose car this is, obviously you don't have a car, so I need to work on getting a car though. For the rest, yeah, we outside. I like this song. I look so disappointing. That makes no sense. Why did I read that? About Catastrophe? I just have not seen good things about him.
As if she has a car or can drive.
School? I'm not in school. Oh heck no, I'm not going back to school. No matter how much people want me to go back to school. I don't need school. I'm just kidding. Well, I don't look old, so what's your opinion?
She has always had an attitude. No matter what she is asked, she has this passive-aggressive, almost snobby teenage attitude. And it's like, you're not a teenager. You're like 30 years old. Why are you so snobby and like, oh, I'm better than this? Like, just relax, Tophia.
I guess. Okay, I need some of this. The mean green. Man, I just want to enjoy life. Is that too much to ask? And being broke? No, not that. I don't smoke leaves. I do not smoke that. The big cheese, the dough, the bread, whatever you call it. I have a big old sack of it. When I just wake up, bam, my bank account says 1 million. That's only a pipe dream. That will not really happen. Well, I should say it'll never really happen, because who knows? Speak it into existence, right? Marie is my mom.
Where's she at, though? Like, where is she? Where is she?
Anything is possible if you just believe. I forget what movie that's from. Oh, Cinderella Story. But anything is possible if you just believe. My girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. Are you here? I'm sorry, I don't have one. I'm like glitching. Where's my girlfriend? The lovely lady, where's she at? Well, imagine I'm glitching. It's probably getting hot. That's why. Nothing really. What's up with you? I'm not posting about anyone. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't know. That's funny. What would make you think that? Says you. You don't have a chance with a boy or girl. Oh my god. I just had a crack at that one. Hey, bucko. If you don't care, then why are you here? You ever been? What? No, I should. My friend watches Virgin Island. She's a huge fan and she met the show. If you keep asking me whose car I'm in, I'm not in. I don't have a car. And I don't have a girlfriend. And so, if that's why you're asking whose car I'm in, then, Mom, I could if I would. I'm lying. I don't have a girlfriend. Fortunately? What do you mean, unfortunately? Thank you for the hand cards. What's going on? Shit. What? Why are you saying, oh shit? I didn't say I had anyone, so it's not there all excited, guys. Anyways, back to the music. Running on empty. Why are you asking that? You know how long ago that's been? Oh no, actually it smells really good. And, oh, I put this on today because why? It's my favorite. Farm Musk, which is a vanilla scent. And it smells really good. And I layered it with this other one that's like, it's a Disney princess one. It just says Disney princesses. Disney princesses. So I always wear a layer in the summer. Actually, I can't swim. I don't know. And my friend was trying to teach me to swim one time when she was alive. And she's like, all you do is just let yourself float. And that didn't work. And then I remember one time we were swimming and her daughter had drugged me to the deep end of the pool. Now I almost drowned twice actually in the pool. And so this guy that was her friend that was there had to pull me to the other side of the pool. He had to like help me. I was like, oh no. This was one of the places we were staying at that had a pool. I remember that because they got me, they're like, you can't have people come over here and swim anymore. And then the other time was that same place. Me and my mom were swimming by ourselves, and like a dummy, I just let it take me to the deep end, and I couldn't swim. And I was like, help me, my mom can't swim, so she couldn't help me. But luckily, I got pushed back, but almost drowned to death.
One can only imagine the shape that guy had to have been in to swim Tophia back to safety. I mean, swimming is an all-body thing, and when you're carrying Vince Wilfork on your back, well, needless to say, he's lucky he didn't sink.
Good, guys, not at all. Where's it not scrolling? It's so hard though. Dad threw me in the pool when I was like 3 and tried to teach me how to swim, and I cried, and I wanted to get out. He put me out of the pool. My mom said, don't do that. She had to learn, but I never learned. He wanted to teach me, but he didn't because I was 3 and I cried, so he took me out of the pool. Thank you for the heart puff. So I'm like, I don't know what's in my eyes. It's not abuse. God tossed me into the pool, but he put me into the pool, and I just didn't want to learn because I was crying. Which, when kids cry, obviously you just have to let them cry. I think if he would have stuck with it, I probably would have learned to swim. Right? Here I am, don't know how to swim. I think what else I plan to do, work on my businesses and my social media. When I have a place, I can do a lot more on my social media, but I really need to make a stable living, and I need to work on my clothing stuff, and then try to work on my restaurant. So there's that.
Restaurant? What restaurant? I just don't get it. You don't have a job right now. You're sitting in someone else's car, wasting their gas in this economy. You don't even have a home, and you're talking about your restaurant. When are we going to start talking about your job, your paycheck, your rent? All of this is stuff that needs to come before you can even think about starting a business or even opening a restaurant.
I'll never get a place at this point. With that attitude, I will never get a place. Thank you for the roses. Imagine thought process, right? This is what I learned in therapy is negative thinking attracts negative actions. When you think negatively, then you start doing negatively. When you think positively, you start doing positively. It's all about changing your thinking patterns, right? Imagine if I thought like you and was like, well, I'm never gonna get a place. There's always all these roadblocks and blah. But to be honest with you, you know what I mean? What is going on? I don't know. Anyways, hey look, I'm a clown. Oh God. But you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Hold on. But it is insane to me, right? I'm going to therapy and I'm learning these things and I'm trying to work on my thought patterns. Sometimes my thought process is horrible. Sometimes I'm horrible to myself. I don't know. If I thought like that, then I would get nowhere in life. Well, I'm sure that the cooler blasting speaks for itself. You know what I mean? I just nowhere in life, obviously, because I believed I would be nowhere in life. Do you know how bad my thinking was? Of course, obviously, when you think negatively, you act negatively. You don't want to do anything anymore because it affects you. Of course, I have major depression, and I probably always had that major depression for a while. When you're depressed, you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to do anything. When I had the apartment, I didn't want to get out of bed. I'm gonna be honest, I had plastic water bottle mountain. Some people have drink water bottle just right there. People had, my room wasn't horrible per se.
No, I've never been to Tophia's house, thank God. So I can't exactly say how her room is. But if we're going off the rest of her house, why is she lying? Their house was filthy, grease all over the oven, trash not thrown, dog pee and poo, just gross everywhere. And on top of that, you had TophiaChu and his delusions causing him to tape green crosses on every surface, making his YouTube videos. Their house was awful. And I'm not trying to be rude, but it wasn't like her house was spotless or anything. And I think she's well aware that everyone knows her house wasn't spotless. So why is she lying? You know what I mean? Then you have TophiaChu taping his green crosses everywhere, filming his World Bank videos. Insane. All I'm gonna say is that there is a reason she uses that green screen.
But it wasn't good. Food, I was good on food. I threw all my food trash and all that stuff. About my restaurant? Well, I think for my restaurant, right, one thing I can say is some of the proceeds might go to gun violence because your brother was survived by gun violence, and I think anything to help fight against gun violence is something that I would like to participate in. I'm with Casper. He's right here. Say hello, Casper. I'm just kidding. Why would I tell you I'm with? Probably my mom said to do with Spanish food. I think Spanish and barbecue.
You know, that's a diabolical combo. You know, I love Mexican food and I love a good barbecue, but I'm not too sure about together. I don't know.
I went to this thing and I saw this church thing. This guest speaker was a horrible person. I hate when they bring up Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, I do not like Charlie Kirk. I hate Charlie Kirk with a passion. The fact there was this guy walking around with a shirt that says I am Charlie Kirk. You are delusional beyond all delusions to think that you're a reincarnated version of Charlie Kirk. Imagine walking around with a shirt that says I am Charlie Kirk. You are insane. But anyways, back to what I was gonna say. They were the same.
I highly doubt this guy literally thought he was Charlie Kirk reincarnated, but I don't put it past TophiaChu to not be able to understand what representing a message or trying to stand with something by wearing a shirt. You know what I mean? She literally thinks Charlie Kirk died, and this guy thinks he was reincarnated as Charlie Kirk while they were probably alive at the same time. So, God knows how that happens, but according to TophiaChu, that's what this guy thinks is going on. I really think this goes to prove that Tophia doesn't really think about what she says. It kind of just comes out, like, it really doesn't make any sense, but, you know, who am I to say what she's thinking? Maybe she misspoke.
Same people complaining about we don't need borders are the same people locking their doors. Did you know in Canada, they don't lock their doors and they can sleep peacefully? America cannot sleep peacefully and have to lock their doors because of crime. Did you know that gun violence is not high in other countries? That the highest country for gun violence is America? Did you know in other countries, it's mostly knifings? I can't say the word. Sorry, I like this song. Dr. Hook, I like this song. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Sorry, music. But it's true.
Now, I don't live in Canada, but I'm pretty sure they probably do lock their doors. I mean, I've had some people in the States here tell me that they used to leave their doors unlocked. So maybe it's not just a Canada thing. Maybe it's just a thing of the past that they used to do. And the world's changed to a point where people can't do that anymore. You know what I mean? But just boldly claiming stuff she doesn't even know about or know. You know what I mean? She just does that stuff all the time.
Canada, I'm pretty sure, opened the door and was like, hi. They don't have to fear for their lives. They could leave their doors unlocked, wide open. America, we can't even leave our doors unlocked because your door's unlocked, someone's trying to come in. Trust me, our door was broken and several times has our life been put in danger and people thought that was funny. There's nothing funny, and we couldn't lock our door because the SWAT team broke our door, busted it open, and the office wouldn't come to fix the door. So my brother's friend had to make a thing where we put a board to block the door so nobody could come in. Our safety is constantly put in danger. My brother would still be alive had that guy not got a hold of a gun.
There's a lot of factors that went into what happened to Don Jr., but here's my take on this. I feel as if Tophia knows that she has a bit of herself to blame for the death. Not fully, I'm not saying that it was her fault, but at the end of the day, the reason her mother and her brother did not want to live with their uncle is because they did not want to leave Tophia alone in the streets. And her lack of selflessness and refusal to get a job was a contributing factor, and a major one at that, to why they were in that car that night.
These are the things that I think about, and then people say it's my fault. Was I the one who allowed a criminal to get a gun in possession? He was a prior criminal. He had prior records. You cannot tell me that a repeat offender should be able to get a hold of a gun like that and then turn around and cause more trauma to someone and say, well, it's your fault. Gun violence happens every day. No, people should not have to watch their back while going to Walmart and fearing for their lives because they're shopping and all of a sudden the Walmart's getting shot up. This is insane work. No one should have to leave to feel safe. And to make it seem like the immigrants that are coming into this country that are here to harm people, no, they're not criminals and are not here to harm people. America is high in crime. Maybe worry about that. Why are we high in crime but we're blaming other people from other countries? Something's not right. If Canada can live with their doors unlocked, then America needs to get it together. Seriously. No, they don't, because they want people to kill people. Unalive people, sorry. They're slowly unaliving their own people anyways. The water is poisoned, the air is getting polluted, the food is bad. They're giving you food that has all kinds of ingredients you don't even know, you can't even pronounce the ingredients. And some of the ingredients that is in Mountain Dew is in batteries. If it ain't violence, it's something else. They're really gonna make sure while greed and corrupt people run the city. And then you sit here and you tell people they're supposed to get a 9-to-5 job while rich people don't have to work or live the way we live and don't care. People are dying because they can't afford life-saving medications, and you tell me I'm supposed to follow the very same system that is built against people of color. And then people hate when you speak up, oh, you can't say that. Oh, shut up. We're tired of hearing it. You know what? Maybe if people use their voice a lot more, we wouldn't be living like this. I'm so sick and tired of making money for somebody that does not care about me. If I was to pass away and I didn't show up to work and they were notified of that, they wouldn't care. The next day, they would probably have a giant up hiring for my position.
Why is she LARPing having a job?
That's how crazy that is. This guy never missed a day of work, and he worked at Burger King for 50 years. You know what they gave him? A little drawstring bag with candy in it and a few things. Whoop-de-doo. These people make billions of dollars and you couldn't give him a bonus check or greed. Greedy. Rich people are so greedy. And since we're on greedy people, let's talk about greedy James Charles, because you literally told that Spirit Airlines worker the worst thing to happen to her was to lose her job, and then mock and make fun of her because she put her GoFundMe, she sent you her GoFundMe, and you as a rich white man that wants to be a black woman because you got a BBL, which is a bad BBL. I'm sorry, but James Charles with a BBL, I cannot. Like, that ain't cute, you. I'm sorry, I never liked James Charles. He should have lost his job after he got caught talking to underage people, but clearly people bypass that and still buy his makeup even after this. So, hey guys, my life got taken down.
Well, there we have it, folks. Tophia's live gets cut off here, so I think I'm going to end it around there after she says all that stuff about James Charles. I may make a future video on James Charles, so keep an eye out for that. But with all that being said, thank you so much for making it through this video. I know I may have been a bit harsh on her, but I have truly watched her for a while now, and none of her actions have changed, nor do her behaviors. She has done this for a while now, and even after seeing the death of her brother, it has not stopped her. I fear Tophia will live the same sedentary lifestyle that she has been living, probably until she literally cannot. So, thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to subscribe, I guess. Sorry. Shout out to Tophia Archive for the video. I will put their video in the description. But thank you and have a great day.